Hello, you beautiful people. Today I wanted to give you guys my early award predictions for players I think are going to finish the season as the best overall fantasy player in each category. So the categories up for grabs are points, steals, blocks, rebounds, assists, field goal percentage, free throw percentage, three-pointers, and lastly, my head-to-head categories MVP selection for this year. Before we begin, feel free to like and subscribe if you want to, and comment your award predictions in the comments below. I try to answer every comment, and I really appreciate the support. Now let's jump right into the video. So the first winner of the LiAngelo Ball Award for the player that I think is going to end the season with the most steals is Larry Nance Jr. Larry Nance Jr. has been one of the most underrated players for a fantasy categories league this entire season. Believe it or not, he's actually leading the league in steals per game right now. And he's honestly just been a defensive monster. Like, I don't know what he's changed about his game, but he's just really getting his hands in the cookie jar every single time someone tries to drive on him. And yeah, I think he's going to end the season as the player with the most steals in the league. Then we move on to my pick for the most blocks award, and that is Miles Turner. Now, Miles Turner is blocking literally every single shot that comes into the Indiana Pacers paint. I mean, he is averaging over 4 blocks a game, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Now, I don't think he's going to maintain 4 blocks a game, but I don't see any other player in the league blocking more shots than him in totality by the end of the season. So, yeah, if you're driving on Miles Turner, you might want to change your mind. Like, I don't know what you're thinking. This guy is just swatting everything like he's Dikembe Mutombo. So, yeah, I think he's your winner for the most blocks by the end of the season. Next up is the player that I think is going to win the most assists award by the end of the season, and that's NIKOLA JOKIC. Now, with a usage rate as high as his and the amount of touches he's getting per game in the Nuggets offense, I don't really see how anyone's going to get more assists than him. He's such a talented passer, and by having the ball in his hands that much, he just has every opportunity to get an assist on like every possession. So, I don't think anyone's going to be able to get more assists than him by the end of the year, and that's why he's your winner for the most assists award this season. So for this next one, I might as well have just called it the Andre Drummond Award because it seems like every season he's leading the league in rebounds per game, and I honestly just feel like that trend's going to continue. I mean, every time the opponent misses a shot, it's always Andre Drummond grabbing the board and dishing it to the point guard. And yeah, he's just such an elite defensive rebounder that I feel like there's no way he doesn't win this award. Like, he averages over 14 rebounds a game right now, and that's pretty close to his career numbers. So yeah, I think he's going to finish the season with the players with the most rebounds in NBA fantasy head-to-head category leagues. Next, move on to the player that I think is going to have the best field goal percentage by the end of the season, and that's DeAndre Jordan of the Brooklyn Nets. Now, by playing with KD, Kyrie, and Harden, there's not really any need for DeAndre Jordan to take any shot that isn't like a lob or a putback dunk. And with that being said, those are just such high opportunity, high percentage looks that I don't really think his field goal percentage is going to dip any lower than what it is right now, and it's hovering around 80%, which is just ridiculous, but he doesn't take a lot of shot attempts, he doesn't shoot the ball any times, he doesn't post up, and he's only getting wide open, like easy lobs, easy putbacks at the rim. So, yeah, I don't really think he's going to see very much dip in his field goal percentage, and yeah, I think he's going to end the season as the player with the best field goal percentage in the league. So next up is my pick for the player that I think is going to have the best free throw percentage by the end of the season, and this isn't a very bold pick because he also has the highest free throw percentage of any player of all time, but that's Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors. Now, Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time in my opinion, and I don't even think it's close. And like I said, he also has the highest free throw percentage of all time. So I feel like he's going to maintain that throughout the season. I don't have any real reason to doubt that. And yeah, I feel like he's just going to have the best free throw percentage because he's just the best shooter and he's very good at taking his free throws. Now my award for the player that I think is going to have the most three-pointers made by the end of the season, and who else could it be but the man Steph Curry? I mean, Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time, like I just mentioned for why I think he's going to win the award for the best free throw percentage. And I don't know, it's Steph Curry, man. Like, there's really nothing I can say about him. Everybody knows what he does. He's really changed the whole game of basketball with his shooting ability. And yeah, their entire offense runs around Steph Curry and his shooting ability, and he just has such a great ability to knock this shot down that I don't even think it's going to be close. I think he's going to have the most threes made this season, and yeah, that's why he wins the award for the most three-pointers made. Now we have my pick for the player that I think is going to end the season with the most total points, and that's Bradley Beal of the Washington Wizards. Now, I mean, I kind of want to start a petition to free Bradley Beal at this point because he is just carrying the Wizards team so goddamn hard that it's just absolutely insane. I mean, when Westbrook's out, he's scoring like 8 million points a game. When Westbrook's in, he's still scoring 8 million points a game. He just has such a great ability to score the ball, and nobody else on the Wizards really has that other than him. I mean, they even lost Thomas Bryant, so he just has to score even more points now, and please just free Bradley Beal, but even if he stays, I think he's going to score the most points in the league just because he has to and because he has that just incredible scoring talent. So yeah, he's my pick for the player that I think is going to score the most points this season. Now lastly, we move on to my pick for the most valuable player in head-to-head categories leagues, and that's Anthony Davis. Now I know he hasn't won any of the categories so far, or at least I don't think he's going to win any of the categories so far. He's just such a solid all-around contributor in all of them that I think he's going to win the MVP for head-to-head categories leagues. Like, if you wanted to make the perfect head-to-head categories player and you put him in a Captain America transformation tube, he would come out as Anthony Davis. I mean, he contributes in every single major stat category, and every single season he just seems to add something to his game, and this year it's his three-pointers made. That was always the knock against him in categories leagues, and now he's even knocking them down, so there really just isn't anything bad you can say about him in categories leagues. So that concludes my video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Leave your picks for the awards down in the comments below, and yeah, I hope you all have a great day.